Hello, welcome to ANS Solver. This is the first question of the paper. So as you can see, this is a modulus inequality question. So to start a question like this, you should always start by squaring the sign, squaring both the sides because of the sign. So I can basically write this as 2 square into x plus 2 the whole square, which is more than 3x minus 1 the whole square. As you can see, this is a plus b the whole square, and this is a minus b the whole square. So I can basically write this as 4 into a square plus b square plus 2 into a into b. Okay, which is more than, this is basically a square plus b square minus 2 into a into b. So now I can write this as 4 into x square plus 4 plus 4x, okay, which is more than 9x square. Okay, so now I can write this as plus 1 minus 6x. Now here I can simply take the 4 inside the bracket to get 4x square plus 16 plus 16x, which is more than 9x square minus 6x plus 1. Now I can simply write this as 9x square minus 4x square minus 6x minus 16x plus 1 minus 16, okay, which is less than 0. Okay, so now this can basically be written as 5x square minus 22x minus 15, which is less than 0. Okay, as you can see, this is a quadratic. So you can remove your calculators now to solve this quadratic. So on the calc, you can click on mode. When you click on mode, click on 5 where equation is written. Now click on 3. When you click on 3, you get 3 coefficient boxes. Okay, in the first coefficient box, put 5, which is the coefficient of x square. In the second one, put minus 22, and in the last one, put minus 15. Okay, so just do that. 5 minus 22 and minus 15. So when you do that, you get your answer basically as x equals to 5, okay, and x equals to minus 3 over 5. So these are basically your critical values because of the equal to sign. But now this is an inequality, so you need to determine the signs. So for that, what I basically do is I'll make a line, a number line. So I know minus 3 over 5 is somewhere here and 5 is somewhere over here. And these are basically my critical values. Okay, so what I basically need to do is I need to take a value in between them. Let's say I take 1. Okay, this is not a critical value, I'll just remove, yeah. Let's say I take 1. Now put 1 into this equation. So when I put 1 in that equation, I get 5. Basically 5 minus 22, okay, minus 15. So I get my answer as minus 32, which is a negative answer. And now you need to know sign after every critical value changes. Okay, I'm repeating myself. The sign after every critical value changes. So if this is negative, this is positive, and this is positive. Okay, now I need this to be less than 0. That means I need the quadratic to be less than 0. That means if I take values which is more than minus 3 over 5 and values which is less than 5, I'll get my negative value. But now what you need to do is something called as verifying. Okay, so take a value between them, take 1 again, okay, and put it in this equation, okay, and see if the values are like, is it satisfying the equation or not. So right? Verifying. This is really important to do. Okay, if not for this question, for other questions, obviously we need to do it. So now if I put 1 here, I'll simply get 2 into 3, which I know is 6. Okay, so I have 6 here, and here I can put 3 into 1, which is 3. 3 minus 1 I know is 2. So now I know 6 is more than 2. That means 1 is satisfying this equation. That means both my critical values are correct and both my signs are correct. So I can simply write it something like this. Okay.